Ooh. Scooch over, guys. Scooch over. Well, guys, we need to talk. It's been a hard year, but there's been a lot of good films I've seen. And now I've seen a new one, another film that we need to talk about. So please, come in. Sit over there. Yeah, sit over there. Between Endgame and Joker. That is good. You're awesome. You are so good. You are so good. Wait. Who's my number one favorite film? Who's my number one favorite film now?
Random Black Guy.
What up, everybody? Alfie here, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. This is our review for my favorite film of this year. My favorite, The Irishman. Irishman is the newest Martin Scorsese's film. This time, it's not live on cinema. It's on Netflix. What? Martin Scorsese's on Netflix? Not in a million years would I thought that would happen. But it's been a great year, 2019, man. October alone, it's been a great month. Well, this film is starring a bunch of legends. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino in the first Martin Scorsese's film ever, and the return of Joe Pesci. The plot of this gangster drama film is that this film is based on Charles Brandt's biography, I Heard That You Paint Houses. This film is about a veteran called Frank Sheeran, played by Robert De Niro, who gets drawn into the mafia lifestyle and who works with the Buffalino family. Through that, we see all stuff unravels and Frank becomes bodyguard to one of the most corrupt leaders, and that is Jimmy Hoffa. That's not even half of the plot. This film is my favorite film of 2019. I had the opportunity to see a screening. A friend of mine who works in a company that reviews film told me to tag along, and I did. And I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to see this film. This film is so good. Step all the comic hate from Martin Scorsese just a little bit.
What the
And let me just talk about this film, why this film is so good. So, I'm just gonna talk about my good. And the first good thing is this film has great acting. Everybody brought their A game. Robert De Niro, he's a legend. Al Pacino is a legend, but these two legends done some duns. All along, like the last 10 years, they've done some craps. So I'm so happy that they brought the A game to Martin Scorsese film. This film felt like a Goodfella all of 2019. Like the story structure and the way Robert De Niro, because Robert De Niro is the protagonist we get to follow. Robert De Niro as Frank, my God, he's not to be messed with at all. He's ruthless, but at the same time, he has his moral codes, and that's what I liked about him. And Jimmy Hoffa, played by Al Pacino. Yeah, Al Pacino, man, it's been a while since it's been this good. I think that even Al Pacino was better than Robert De Niro in this film. Al Pacino was so good in this film. This is the Al Pacino I missed. Like when I saw the acting, it almost brought me tears. I was like, wow. And Joe goddamn Pesci, it's been a while since I saw him. The last film I saw him was Lethal Weapon 4, and that was like 20 years ago. So seeing Joe Pesci bring his A game, it's like he never left. Like all of these three actors made sure to bring their A game so we as audience can enjoy. Like guys, you don't understand. This film is over 3 hours long. This is like Endgame length of a film. And I was never bored. And that is my next good thing. The first act, second act, and third act combined is so good. It's been a while since I saw a film who made sure that the transition between the first and second act is so good. We have to be glued to the screen. Like I was so hooked. I just want to know more and more about this character. I just want to know more and more about the situation he was involved in. And to realize that this film is based on a true story, it's like, whoa. that got me even more hooked. The first act, it is slow, but it's so good because of the dialogue. And the second act, that is when the shit pops off. When it pops off, you can't help to enjoy this. You just want to see more and more and more and more and more. And that will make you more hooked. And when the third act hits, it reminds me so much, when it comes to the structure, it reminds me so much of Goodfellas and Casino. Like, god damn, it's been a long ass time I've seen a film that just got you more and more hooked. And my next good thing is the direction by Martin Scorsese. Like, holy crap, he returns too once again. The direction is tight. It grips you. As soon as you see the title, this film will grip you. The thing that I was happy about the direction is that he lets this story marinate with us audience. Even though this film is a gangster drama, it doesn't even feel like a gangster drama. It's more a character drama about this person who just wanna become somebody. I was so happy to see the direction from Martin Scorsese being on top once again. I like that this story started with Frank being in the old people's home first. So when he started telling this story about himself, he's old, he's frail, he's confused. So you gotta understand, the first act, and the whole story structure is from a confused old man trying to tell his past. This way of telling a story is just so good. It is really, really good. So the direction by Martin Scorsese, man, is on top. And another thing that I really, really like about this film, it's a cinematography. Like, this film has a lot of bluish, grayish, green tone, and the way that he filmed all of the story from the past is like, you understand the present and the past. Everything from the cinematography point of view is just beautiful. It is really gritty. You're going to be so happy, man. And my next good thing is the plot. The plot is so good because it's based on a true story, but the way he do it, Martin Scorsese, he does it so good that we're supposed to hate Frank and everybody involved in his story, because the gangsters, they are filthy gangsters. They are ruthless. Like, they kill people, they treat people like shit. He made it so good that we start to like these people who are scums. Is that it's a lot of de-aging too in this film. And the de-aging of Al Pacino and Robert De Niro is... It caught me off guard a little bit at first because it looked a little bit, but after a while it was like, okay, it started to grow more, and I started to like it more, because when you have all this dialogue, this heavy hitting dialogue that is so good, and this acting, all of that shit that is the aging, it becomes a little bit on the background. So I wasn't that much distracted, but yeah, the aging, it was good, but it wasn't Captain Marvel good, if you know what I mean. So yeah, it is still good. The script, man, written by Steven Zalian. Shouts out to him, man. The script, the screenwriting is tight. It is really, really tight. It's hitting hard. It makes sure that we as an audience are invested. And my last good thing, my last good thing is that I'm so happy that this film is going to be on Netflix, because this film is going to revolutionize the way to do great films on Netflix. Like, Netflix original films, they are lacking for worse. So by having a film directed by a legendary director and having this star-studded cast in this film is going to show other people in Hollywood that you can take this type of material and not give it to us through cinema. Like, this is the type of film that can be nominated for Academy. That's how good this film is. By Martin Scorsese and the gang, by doing this, by taking this film with so much meat, so much value, and bring it to us by streaming service, it is a way, a risk. So I'm so happy and I'm so amazed that he took the decision by doing this, because this is the right way to do it. This film is revolutionary for Netflix, man. That's all I can say. It really, really is. So yeah, that was all my good about this film. So let me go through my bad. The only bad thing I have is the aging thing. You already know. It can be a little bit distracting, but that's pretty much it. Because I'm not used to Martin Scorsese using a lot of CGI. So by doing this, I understand he wanted to have the same actors portraying the younger version and the older version. So I was like, okay, I understand this is a part of the story, but it was just a little bit weird. So yeah, that was all my bad about this film. So let me go through my ugly. And of course I don't have anything ugly to say about this film. This film is an epic masterpiece. This film is one of my favorite. No, it's not even one of my favorite. It's my favorite film of 2019. Last Black Man on San Francisco is now on number 2. This being number 1. This is so good. Martin Scorsese is back. This is the triumphant return of everybody involved in this film, man. So, you probably already know my rating, but I don't give a f. My rating of The Irishman, I give The Irishman 5 out of 5. This is so good. Everything, I'm telling you, everything about this film is polished. This film is perfected. This is a masterpiece. Martin Scorsese's direction and Steven Zaillian's screenwriting is a perfect duo. This gangster drama has everything that you wanted in a Martin Scorsese's film. And Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci in the same film, it's like a head explosion already. I was just so happy to see all these legends bringing their A game to this film. This is how you take a story and make it interesting, entertaining, and complex. Everything about this film is good. The only bad thing is the length and the de-aging thing, because the de-aging thing drew me off a little, but it is a part of the story, so you have to take it with a grain of salt. Except that, I'm happy. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to see this film. This is so good. This is a straight masterpiece. It's up there with Goodfellas, Casino, Departed, and yeah, this film is up there with The Departed, Goodfellas, and Casino. This is, I'm telling you, top 5 Martin Scorsese's best film. Ugh, this film is so good. Guys, if you have the opportunity to see this film when it comes out in November, do it. I recommend you guys to see this film. So yeah, my first 5 out of 5 of 2019. No, this is my second. Avengers Endgame was 5 out of 5 and this was 5 out of 5. So yeah, my second 5 out of 5 of 2019 for The Irishman. Guys, what do you think about The Irishman? Have you seen The Irishman? Do you want to see The Irishman? Do you not want to see The Irishman? Write your comments down below and let me know. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to click on the notification bell, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to see it. My name is Alfie, aka Random Black Guy, aka Chocolate Face No Makeup. And that was my review for my favorite film of 2019, The Irishman. Until next time, guys, I'm giving you out there. Peace.
Random Black Guy.